Welcome back to MMAOddsBreaker. Today we got the Dirty Bird, Tim Means, getting ready to fight Matt Brown. UFC 189, July 11th, MGM Grand Garden Arena, only on pay-per-view. That's a really bad interpretation of Mike Goldberg. So, let's talk about what's been going on. We started before, before we started taping. You were a little bit tired. You just got home from training. It's a Saturday. What's it like? You're about 2 weeks out now, right?
Yeah, about 2 weeks. Yeah. So like today we did 6 5-minute rounds with a fresh guy every minute. So plus an hour of wrestling. So just keeping a high pace and going to outwork Matt.
How much longer are you going to keep this high pace up before you kick it back and start to take a little bit of a break to prepare for the fight?
I have one more day on Tuesday of the 6 5s, and it's just drilling and cutting weight after that.
How is your weight? You're talking about cutting weight. How is it?
I was 193 when I got to the gym this morning, and I left at 186. So it's fluctuating pretty good.
Not bad. Fight week. You'll get there Tuesday. You get down and step on the scale. What will you be on Tuesday when you land?
I'll probably I'll land at 188. That's where I usually show up at.
And then day of weigh-in?
The day of, I'm usually like 6 over.
Okay.
5, 6 over.
All right.
So not bad.
Have you seen the new report where they're talking about IVs? Like, they're not going to be able to use IVs anymore. Have you seen that pop out?
I haven't. Not
okay,
yet.
I was at dinner last night with a friend of mine, a promoter actually, former promoter up in Canada, Mark Pavlich, and it hit my phone at dinner. It was just, all of a sudden my phone started banging up, and I haven't looked into it yet. I don't know really what's going on with it. I've interviewed a couple different guys who are fighting on the same fight card, and they're just getting wind of it as well. The rumor is that you're not allowed to use IVs to rehydrate after making weight. They're worrying about, it's part of the drug policy, the new drug policy that's in effect. Does that affect you at all? That's what they're saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that doesn't affect me at all. So,
okay. You're not an IV guy?
No. At 155 I was, but I didn't like the way it made me feel. I kind of it was a little too much too soon, So
okay.
I do electrolytes, water, carbs. My first 2 hours is just liquids and electrolytes and carbs, so and the protein powder. And then 2 hours after that, I eat solid food, eat my fruits, things like that.
Okay. There are a lot of guys are worried about it. Well, it's half. It's half and half right now, from what I understand. Half are like you; they don't use them, and the other half like it's the you want the best fighter to be out there. You better you got to give us IVs. So, like I said, I have not dug into it yet. I have not looked into it completely, so I'm not sure what the whole story is yet. So, I was hoping that you had a little bit more insight into it than I did, but obviously we're both still in the dark.
Yeah, man, it's not something I do, so I don't have to look into it.
Yeah, smart. Well, let's look into Matt Brown. How is this fight gonna pan out? What's you got a pretty tough task in front
of you. He's a guy that just gets in your face. You don't have to think a whole lot. You just have to react. So he's gonna be coming after me. I noticed guys catch him early in the fight. They hurt him to the body. He looks to get kind of blown out of the water, but then he's able to weather the storm, tie up, and I think that gets in the guys' heads that they've hit him with their best artillery, and they weren't able to get him out of the fight. And what we've been training is we got a guy constantly in my face, a fresh guy every minute, fast paced, and I have to outwork that person in their minutes. So I'm just gonna have to outwork Brown and not think about it, and that's what I think is gonna be the coolest thing about the fight is I'm not gonna have to set up stuff to find him. He's gonna be there in my face, and all I gotta do is put punches out there.
Is this one of those fights that you really get excited for because he's gonna be a guy that if you guys are fighting in a phone booth, it'd be this exact same fight?
In a prison cell, son. So this is a jailhouse fight right here. Yeah. This is why you fight. Is this reason right here?
Do you think you're gonna get a Friday night bonus for this one? One of the fight, knockout of the night or Friday night.
I get 2 or 3. There's a lot of options in this fight, and Brown's the type of guy that isn't afraid to get in there and come after you. So it's an exciting fight.
He's looking at your tape. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. He's a little bit more dangerous, in my opinion, when he's on a losing streak. He's got a lot to prove. Because obviously, he loses this fight to you, he could get his walking papers. He could be, have to move on to other fields. Do you think that he's gonna be a lot more dangerous like I do, or do you think he's gonna be the same Matt Brown when he comes out there to fight you with no sense of urgency?
He's going to come out and try to take me out right away. It's going to be the dangerous Matt Brown. He's going to be a killer. He's going to try walking me down, get in my head. High cardio, high pace. It's going to be a violent fight, and we're probably going to be getting stitched up and taken to the doctors together.
it's very easy to see film on you. It's not hard to find footage of what you do and how you do. Matt's been looking at it. We all know that he's doing a lot of scouting on you. That's what he does. What do you think he's looking at? Like, what adjustments do you think he's going to do to come in for this fight?
He's just going to fight, man. I don't think he's the type of guy that's going to try changing things up. I think what he's been doing works for him. He overwhelms guys. He wasn't able to overwhelm the champions. You know, those guys were able to stay in the fight. But what I see Matt Brown do good at is it's when guys aren't throwing back at him that makes him dangerous. He's able to set his stuff up. He gets in that zombie-like mode, keeps walking you down. So I just can't give him that respect. And I got to put artillery in his face. I got to put hard punches, hard teeps out there. And I keep wanting to say that I want to use wrestling. I want to use my ground game. So in this fight, I have to be well-rounded in this fight to get a W.
He's 6 foot. You're 6'2". Usually you're super tall compared to everybody else in the weight class. I mean, at 155, it was astronomical how much taller you were than everybody else. But at 170, a little bit closer, but usually you're still super tall for the weight class. This is, correct me if I'm wrong, it's the first time in a while you've had somebody that's pretty close to your height. But he doesn't use his reach for, you know, he's not a long rangey fighter. He likes fighting on the inside. That's his style. Does that bother you at all? The guy that's almost the same height as you that wants to fight inside?
No. We have the guys of the same size as Brown or bigger, and I'm working with those guys every day. And I'm an inside guy myself, yeah, but I like to fight at range. So I think Brown's a little reckless, and right, he's more stubborn than he is smart in a lot of areas. So he's like the bomber at the bottom of the hill trying to run up and find the sniper, and I'm the sniper. So, but that being said, I just have to hit him in the right spots and take my time to get him out of the fight and not get in no hurry.
How much more fun are training camps now that you're not having to keep your weight down below 170 to make 55?
It's great. It's awesome. I'm still putting a bunch of calories down now. We're about to cook buffalo steaks now and asparagus now. So life is grand. It's good. You know, my life has changed this year with as many fights as I've had. So I have incentive to get in there and fight my ass off and just make it a grueling hard battle because it feels better when you win. You said you're about to grill some asparagus and buffalo steaks. What kind of diet are you on? I mean, before I know you had to be on a real strict diet for 55, but now you can put in a lot more calories. You can stay a little bit heavier, but it still sounds like you're eating pretty clean. Yeah, just eating clean. I portion it, like say I want sweets or something, you know, I portion them, eat a little bit, snack a little bit, but it's not an everyday thing, you know. It's quite a bit more than at 155, but just the calorie intake is a lot better. The hydration, all that stuff is just awesome, man. It's made the job fun again. What have your friends and family been saying about your attitude since you've gone up in weight? Are they happy to be around you during training camp? There's some days that I'm still a dick, but you know, they're cool with it. My fiance, she goes through her weight cutting. Like she cuts to 125, and she's usually about $145, you know. So she's a dick herself, but it makes mingling in the household cool. You know, we all tend to appreciate her. You know, we buckle down together and we know how to get through it, and you know, we celebrate the wins together, and even in the losses we find ways to win from them losses, so it's a good thing. I was going to ask if she's around to hear that, and then she obviously answered in the background. What's it like when you guys are both in training camp at the same time, trying to both cut weight and trying to keep it together? You know, is there ever that day where you're both dicks at the same time coming in from practice? Oh yeah, you know, it happens 3-4 times a week, I'd imagine, but we just know how to will and deal with each other and slide by. Like, I'll know she's bugged with like cabinets being slammed or something. I just get up and try to do the dishes or find myself dusting something, but just kind of staying out of the way, you know. Stand to the side of the room for a second. Yeah, no, I understand. Is she going to come with you? Is she coming to Vegas at the same time? Yeah, okay. She's coming out. They get there Wednesday, right? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, her and Arlene get there, and we'll be settled in, already cutting weight, so normal routine. Does she help you cut weight? Does she come in and help you cut weight at all, or is that strictly for the coaches and the rest of the corners? She'll come in and help when it's a co-ed sauna. Some of the places we get it's not co-ed, but for the most part, she's there. She's there helping. Good. All right. Thanks, Tim. I know you just got done with a hard practice. I appreciate taking some time
to hang out with us. I appreciate it. It's I know it's been a tough training camp because you've been putting extra rounds and extra time in. So it
good talk.
this fight's gonna be great. I can't wait to watch. I actually get to go live for this one, so I'll be sitting somewhere around. Hopefully, I'll be too far out of blood range, so you won't splatter anything on me, which is nice. But I'll be close enough to throw something at you if I have to. So.
Cool.
All right, Timmy. Thanks so much, man. Have a great rest of the day. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.